Hello all, welcome to the webinar on AWS Cloud Practitioner Certification. I'm very happy to have you all here. Good day and Happy New Year. Let's get started on the webinar. Okay, so before getting started, let me explain the motivation of why we are here or the rationale for all of us getting together here. Okay, so we are here for learning about or understanding about this course on AWS Cloud Practitioner Certification hands-on training. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we are here for AWS Cloud Practitioner Certification hands-on training. Okay, so why we are learning this? So to understand the rationale and the motivation, let's go through some of the reports that are well recognized in the industry. So this is a blog from aws.amazon.com. Okay, so this report that is provided by AWS, is sharing a report that is provided by Gartner. So this is called Gartner report. Okay, so this is a Gartner's magical quadrant, we call it as. Okay, where they will be showing, okay, who are the leaders. Okay, for example, here you can see it will show who are the leaders in the cloud platform providers. Okay, so AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay, if you are not aware of the cloud platforms at all, okay, so some of the cloud platform providers are listed here: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, Google. These are the leaders in the cloud platforms. Okay, so they have categorized, okay, based on the usage of these services and the popularity of these platforms and the demand for these platforms. They have placed these different available cloud providers into different quadrants. Okay, as you can see, okay, the quadrants, okay, here you can see ability to execute. Okay, so the ability to execute Amazon Web Services is very high. Okay, that means any company that is trying to get into cloud, okay, Amazon Web Services is very easy to execute and easy to use. Okay, and completeness of vision. Okay, so as a company they have some goals to achieve. Okay, ability to completeness of vision. If you can see, Amazon Web Services and Microsoft are almost competing with each other, and they, one year Amazon will be on top, one year Microsoft will be on top. Okay, so there are a lot of companies that are using both cloud providers. Okay, so that's the reason we are trying to target, to learn one of these cloud providers. If you learn one of these cloud providers, learning or getting certification in another cloud is very easy. Okay, for example, if you do certifications one or two in Amazon Web Services, getting certified in some other cloud platform like Microsoft Azure, it will become little easier. Okay, so these are the top three. These are the top three cloud providers that we have, and all the companies will be using these. Okay, cloud providers. Okay, whenever they are trying to move to cloud, these are the popular choices. That's what I would say. So that's why, okay, we are learning one of the popular ones in that, which is our Amazon Web Services. Okay, so now we know why. Okay, we have boiled down our choices to top three. Now coming back to the top one in that. Okay, so this is the Google Trends. Okay, for the past 5 years I have shown what are the popular choices or interests that people are showing over time. Okay, last 5 years I've taken because that is the most recent period. As you can see, there is a lot of interest. Blue is Amazon Web Services, red is Google Cloud Platform, and the yellow one is Azure. As you can see, okay, last 2 to 3 years, there is a lot of interest on Azure and Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services has been a leader for the past 15 years, and they lot of companies, almost 60% of the companies are using Amazon Web Services. So this is a very popular choice, as you can see. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, the certifications, okay, are very valuable. Learning this technology is gives a lot of value to your resume. Okay, so now we understand, okay, from this Gartner report that there are three popular cloud providers. In that, we are learning Amazon Web Services because there is a lot of interest over the period of time. That means a lot of opportunities also in the market. Okay, so now why this certification? Now we understand, okay, based on Gartner report and the trends, that Amazon Web Services is a popular, okay, choice, and there is a lot of interest on this particular technology or the cloud provider. Now, coming to the certifications, okay, let me give you some understanding of what's happening in the market. Okay, so let me business analyst. So this is a tool that I use normally in our classes as well to showcase, okay, different to explain and explain some of the technologies in detail. Okay, so here I'm showing what are the different, okay, verticals that can exist in a company. Okay, different roles that can exist in a company: business analysts, scrum masters, product owners, delivery managers, architects, developers, testers, DevOps. These are some of the, okay, some of the key roles that we see regularly, other than some of the other roles that you may have. Okay, so this is not exhaustive list, but some of the lists that I have provided. Okay, so why certifications? So these kind of, okay, we are saying certifications are important, but how important are these certifications for these kind of different roles that exist in a company? We need to understand. Okay, so if we come down, okay, these are the roles that exist, and these cloud platforms have become very essential commodities. Okay, commodities in our organizations, because without this, some of the companies, okay, without cloud providers, some of the companies cannot deploy their applications or cannot, okay, deliver products into the market. That is the current situation with some of the companies. Okay, so this has become very essential and essential infrastructure. They are becoming very essential for any organization success. That means whoever is working for that organizations like business analysts, scrum masters, product owners, delivery managers, as you can see the color coding here, they should have some knowledge of these services. Whereas architects, developers, and DevOps engineers, they should have very thorough knowledge of these cloud providers. Testers being, okay, as they are testing these services that are getting deployed to the market, they have to have, okay, at least very good decent knowledge of these services. So the knowledge is important. That's what we are understanding, because they are very essential for any company's success. The knowledge on these Amazon Web Services or any cloud provider which is popular in the market, that knowledge is very important for our engineers or for our, okay, workers in the company. So how do you measure? Okay, how do you measure the knowledge? Okay, the way to measure the knowledge is using our certifications. Okay, so that is the reason we are gathered here to understand more about AWS Cloud Practitioner certification hands-on training, because certifications are a measure of someone's knowledge. We are trying to do this certification so that this gives an impression to the interviewer that this person is equipped with all the knowledge that is needed, okay, to, okay, do the role that they are entitled with. Okay, it can be any of the roles that we have listed here, but they should have a knowledge of, okay, these kind of, okay, cloud platforms, so that they can do the job that is, okay, required based on their role. So now coming to the training, okay, so this will be your certification journey if you are taking AWS as your cloud platform. So we need to have foundational knowledge, okay, foundational knowledge if we have to excel in any organization. So Cloud Practitioner is the foundational certification that is mandatory for any enthusiast in technology world. Okay, and once you have this certification, this demonstrates that you have 6 months of fundamental AWS cloud and industry knowledge. That is what is relevant, important for some of the roles that we have listed here. Okay, whatever that I have that is having gradient here, those roles should mandatorily have this kind of, okay, certification. Okay, so if you are very much, okay, got hooked with this kind of AWS platform, definitely then next you can try associate, which will be more detailed and little more complex compared to AWS Cloud Practitioner. And this demonstrates 1 year of experience of solving problems and implementing solutions using AWS Cloud. Okay, but our target in this particular, okay, course is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Associate will be later. Once we are confident with Cloud Practitioner, then we are going to move to associate in a different course, not in this course, but in a different course. Professionals, okay, generally development teams, architects, uh, and DevOps engineers generally do this. Okay, professional certifications like AWS Solution Architect and DevOps engineers. Okay, so if you have not done any certifications, so this is the first place to start. Okay, okay, then you can slowly move up in the ladder. And I would say if you do this, this will give the confidence to the interviewer that you have, okay, the basic knowledge of using all the AWS services. And once you're confident with this, then we can target one of these. Okay, no need of all three, one of these. Okay, later. Okay, but not now. Okay, so this is going to be your certification journey. Okay, so let's start with our foundational certification, which is Cloud Practitioner. Then slowly let's move into the other wheels of these offering. Let me explain about quick let me give you a quick overview of, okay, what's, okay, uh, quick background of myself. I'm Madan Kant Lanka. I'm a DevOps trainer with a lot of 18 plus years of experience working with Fortune 100 companies like USA, in USA and Australia. I'm a graduate of IIT Madras. I'm holding 18 plus patents with US Patent Office. Okay, and the IIT Madras, by the way, is a top 50 university in the world. I graduated from there, and I have experience with AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure. So, as part of this training, we are going to target, okay, certified. Okay, we are going to target Cloud Practitioner certification, which is CLF C02, and you can reach me on my details here, or you can talk to our Lakshmi Nune, who is going to accommodate these registrations. And as part of this training, we are going to learn about EC2, IAM, and whatnot. Like there are going to be 20 plus services that we are going to learn, and it's all going to be hands-on. There will be a lot of assignments. Continuous support will be provided. Okay. So whenever you have doubts, you can reach out on either Telegram, or you can reach out to me or directly in the group or directly in the WhatsApp. Okay. And there is no need of any AWS cloud experience to do this certification. Okay. Let's move on. And okay. So now by the end of this course, okay, what is that we are going to achieve? Okay. I'm going to explain what are the things that are part of this course, but some engineers may have, some people may have some questions on what are the things that are going to be achieved as part of this course. By the end of this course, what are the things we are going to achieve? We are going to have very good knowledge on AWS cloud concepts. Okay, broad understanding of AWS cloud and its infrastructure. Okay, how do we are going to achieve that actually? So that's going to be a big question on in your mind. And you might be thinking, I don't have any knowledge on AWS cloud, and by end of this course, you are saying I'm going to have AWS cloud concepts, broad understanding of these AWS cloud concepts. So if let me quickly share, okay, let me quickly share some of the materials that we share during the class. Okay, for example, let me show introduction to our, okay, let me go back to my, okay, here. Okay, Cloud Practitioner course. Okay, this is going to be the material that I'm going to share during the classes, where I'm going to explain about some of the basic, okay, cloud computing concepts. I'm going to explain about how does websites work. Okay, how, what are the different components or systems involved in the internet. Okay, in the working of the internet. Okay, some of the students who have already taken my DevOps course, they know about this actually. Okay, so we're going to explain about, okay, what are the different components involved, like servers, okay, storage, databases for storing the data, and terminologies, traditional architectures, like yeah. So and another thing is, what is cloud computing? Okay, we are going to have detailed understanding of this cloud computing, why this has become popular, what are the different companies that are using these, okay, different clouds that are available. Okay, what are the different offerings that are available. Okay, and for example, what are the different offerings, like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service? We are going to go in detail. Don't worry, I'm rushing here. But these are the different things. We are going to spend a lot of time on this. Okay. And we are going to see how AWS cloud has evolved. Okay. And we are going to see some of the facts, like I've explained before, why we are learning AWS and what are the different companies using it, and what are the different infrastructures that are provided by AWS, and where are the, so all these things we are going to do hands-on. Okay, hands-on, that means here. So let me show you how to, okay, quickly, how we are going to use, okay, AWS in over the internet. Okay, so this is the, let me log out and log in again to show how I'm going to log into my AWS account. Okay, so let me log out. Okay, so it says please sign in again. So to log into AWS, okay, so we just type AWS here, Amazon Web Services. Okay, this is the link I'm going to click on. So we are going to, as part of our first class, we are going to create our free AWS account. Then I'm going to show you how to manage your account actually, to make sure that you're not paying anything. Okay, so you're going to use this account for free. Okay, we are going to see how to use that for free. Okay, so let me log into my account. Okay, let me quickly log in. Let me use my multi-factor authentication, which is a code that I have to provide to make sure that I'm logging in securely. 043. Yeah, I'm logged in now securely using my multi-factor authentication code. MFA is nothing but multi-factor authentication code. Some people might have used that. So this is the dashboard of my AWS cloud platform. Okay, this is called AWS console. As you can see, okay, on the top right left corner, there are some services. Around 200 plus services are there. Okay, but for the certification, you need 20 plus uh, services knowledge. Okay, which we are going to I'm going to show soon. Okay, so we're going to see what are the different services that will be part of this course. Okay, so like this EC2 is one of the services. Okay, I'm clicking that. Okay, so this is called EC2, which is nothing but Elastic Cloud Compute. Okay, so this is a service that is provided. Okay, so this service is going to provide us with some virtual machines. Okay, virtual machines are nothing but some machines or computers that are provided over the internet. Okay, so that you can run some jobs in this particular machines. Okay, we are going to spend a lot of time on each of these services during our trainings. Okay, why EC2? What are the, okay, what are the reasons why we use EC2? Okay, why we use this computer on the cloud? Why can't we use our laptops? Okay, why we are paying Amazon for these services? So we are going to understand all these concepts during our class. But this is the dashboard that we are going to see regularly, and we are going to see how we can use these services. See, here we are going to This is one of the services that I have created, and I'm going to show you how to launch instance. If you see the orange color on the button on the right hand side, top right hand side, launch instance. Okay, when we say launch instance, we are creating a machine in the cloud. Okay, just like our laptops, this is a machine that is going to be run on the cloud. And we have different operating systems that we can install: Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. So I know definitely that you may not have come across this many operating systems. You would have used Windows, you would have used Mac OS. Okay, some people might have used Ubuntu, which is a Linux based operating system, but majority of you only would have used Windows or Mac OS. But okay, as part of this training, we are going to explain why we are going to have different kinds of operating systems and why some of the operating systems are popular in the cloud. Okay, so like that, we are going to have a detailed session on these kind of, okay, what are the different regions that this particular AWS service is available. So we are going to deep dive onto these concepts. Okay. So let me stop here about our, okay. So AWS cloud concepts is what we are going to learn, and equipped, you are going to be equipped to conquer AWS cloud practitioner certification exam, CLF C02. Okay, that is the code. And we are going to learn 20 plus AWS services out of 200 plus AWS services. And the exam guide is available here. Let me show that quickly so that you can lay. I'm going to circulate this presentation so that you can get some, okay, initial knowledge before signing up for the course. Let me click on this link. So AWS certified cloud practitioner exam, okay, guide. Okay, this is going to have all the guides, how many questions will be there, how much time we have during our, okay, so during our exam. So those kind of things are explained. So let me go back. So we are going, by end of this course, we are going to get well versed with AWS Cloud Console usage and operations. And you are going to get the opportunity to interrupt, and you're going to get the opportunity to ask questions after the class or during the class. Whenever you raise hand, if I see that is an important question, then I'm going to, if you are going to type, you're going to type during the class what is the question, and you are going to raise the hand. And during the class, I'm going to go through the chat and also go through the raised hands and see which makes sense during that point of time. And I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to explain why is it like that, okay, or why or clear the concerns that our students have. Okay, so that is going to be during the class or after the class. So as part of this training, we are going to have 2 sample practice or mock tests for making you confident with the exam. And for your peace of mind, there is no IT knowledge or software programming languages requirement for this course. Okay, so you can come with a fresh mind and you can learn new technologies and new things. And just to give you a glimpse of what are the sample questions. Okay, so why is AWS more economical than traditional data center or for applications with varying cloud compute workloads? Okay, so these are the options available. Okay, Amazon EC2 costs are billed on a monthly basis. Users retain full administrative access to their AWS EC2 instances. Amazon EC2 instances can be launched on demand when needed. So C is the right answer. So why is C is the right answer? That we are going to explain in the class. But this is the sample question. Okay, the ability to launch. Okay, the answer. If you go through the answer, the ability to launch instances on demand when needed allows user to launch and terminate instances in response to a varying workload. So let me give you an example. Okay, so during a Christmas sale or during a Black Friday sale, you may have a lot of users logging in into your websites. So during the time, you may need a lot of computers to handle that many customers that are logging in. So option C is talking about that actually. So okay, instances means EC2 instances means computers. Okay, you can think of computers that can be launched on demand when needed. Basically, what we are saying is whenever there is a huge demand and a lot of customers are logging in into your services and using your websites, then we need a lot of machines. And AWS enables us to, okay, launch these, okay, instances or new computers. Okay, So that is the reason. And whenever the launch, whenever the sale period is completed, we are going to kill these machines or terminate these machines so that we can save the cost. Okay. So during the classes, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to explain, okay, I'm always use this draw.io where we are going to explain some of the concepts that are, okay, that will make your life easy. Okay, just to understand, I will normally give a practical perspective and show you how these things are used in practical. Okay, so here let me give you some example, real life example. Okay, so how these Amazon Web Services are used in real life. Okay, in real life, how these are, how you can relate yourself with these, okay, services. So let's say you are a user who bought your mobile phone. Okay, it's a new mobile phone. You are a user, you bought your new mobile phone and you want to install Facebook application in your mobile phone. So as a normal mobile user, you know how to do this actually. But how this is going to be using these Amazon Web Services, you may not be aware, but you know how to use and install Facebook application. But when you install your Facebook application, what happens in the background? That's what I'm going to explain here. Okay. So what is happening in the background? So in the background, okay, your mobile phone is going to communicate with the cloud services like this. Okay, they are called Play Store services or Play Store. Okay, so in that there are going to be series of computers like this. These series of computers are called EC2 instances, Elastic Cloud Compute instances. These cloud compute instances are going to see what is your requirement. Your requirement is to install Facebook in your mobile phone. Okay, they are going to route this to some place where it is going to have this application stored. So this request of installing the Facebook is going to be routed to something called as, okay, is going to be routed to something somewhere where these applications exist. So these applications exist in something called as simple storage service. Okay, S3. In short, okay, a lot of shortcuts will be used by Amazon. Okay, one is EC2, another one is S3 here. Two services are, we are discussing two services here. One is EC2 service, which is going to provision, okay, computers for us on demand. The other one is S3, which is going to be a simple storage service that is going to have storage of these kind of applications. That will not have physical storage, but physical storage is associated with this simple storage service. The physical storage is called as S3 bucket. And this S3 bucket is going to have Facebook application, okay, that we want to install in your mobile phone. Whenever you are installing your application, whenever you are whenever you're looking to install this application, then you request, okay, this computer set of computers that are available, okay, on cloud, okay, Play Store services, computers that are available on cloud. Then these computers are going to route the request to or use the services of S3, then download this particular application and install in your mobile phone. So this is how your applications are going to get installed, okay, in your mobile phone. So this is a simple, okay, end-to-end explanation of how Play Store and your application installations work. Okay. Similarly, Google Photos is another example. Okay. So let me say Google Photos. Let me see if, yeah, that is there. So this is the logo of Google Photos. Let's say you want to access your, okay, photos from, okay, Google Photos. Okay, Google Photos is a popular photo service. Okay, so you can upload your images there and you can download your images any time from there. So similar to your app, similar to your Play Store services, you can have, okay, Google Photos service actually. Okay, so let me duplicate this. So this is how I explained during the class as well. So I'm going to explain whatever that is relevant for that particular. I'm going to give some practical examples. So let me copy this. Okay, here. So we have, okay, let me cut this, bring to front. Okay, so here we are saying Google Photos service. So this is a common pattern actually. So there will be a mobile application, and corresponding to that particular mobile application, we are going to have our cloud services that are running on some cloud platform like AWS. And the first thing that is going to have is set of computers that are acting on your request. Okay, your request is to means download some of the photos that are available in your cloud. EC2 is a service that is going to take that, it's going to have some computers that are going to do some computations. Then for the storage, we are going to use services like simple storage service. The photos will be available here. Okay, the photos will be available here. So let me take some photos. Okay, for example, let me have, I'll just take this as an example photo. All the photos will be available here. Okay, so like this. Okay, so photos will be downloaded on demand. Let's say you want December 2023 photos or your New Year celebration photos. Those kind of things can be downloaded from this S3 storage. Okay, so who is routing this request of the user? Okay, the EC2 machines or the compute machines are routing your request, and they are going to gather these, okay, photos from this storage which is in cloud. So this is going to happen. This is what is going to happen when you are requesting for your photo. Similar to this, you can think about the same thing. Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive. So Google Drive also has a similar pattern. Okay, your documents are resumes and everything are going to be in your Google Drive. So all those things. Okay, let me use the Google Drive. Yeah, Google Drive. So instead of photos here, we are going to have Google Drive, which is going to get the documents. Okay, documents. So let me use the document now. Okay, so let's say you have your document stored in cloud. Okay, so let me get that. Okay, all the documents are here in your S3 bucket. S3 bucket is nothing but a physical storage of your data, and simple storage service is the one that is provisioning this S3 bucket and communicating with the S3 bucket to get the physically stored files into your mobile phone. Okay, so this is going to be, okay, the practical approach that we are going to take during our training as well. Okay, so whenever we are dealing with some of these questions, I'm going to go in deep detail and I'm going to explain what are these services, why, how these services are practically used, and you would have known these services, okay, or you would have been using these services for long, but you don't know what's happening in the background. So my responsibility is going to explain what are the different things that are happening in the background. Okay, so these are called, okay, so other than the correct answer here, like correct answer is C, but other things are distractors actually. Why? They're trying to distract us from the correct answer. And there will be some irrelevant, okay, irrelevant, okay, answers as well. B is an irrelevant answer here, which is not at all related. Okay, so that is the thing. And similarly, we can have different questions like this, which we can deep dive during our classes. Okay, and okay, coming to the end of this webinar, the estimated cost for you to learn this course will be very minimal. Okay, or zero. Okay, I'm going to show how to manage your AWS account so that you are not paying any cost while you're learning or doing your targeting, while you're targeting your cloud practitioner certification. I'm going to show how to use these AWS features so that you're not wasting any money for learning and doing this certification. Okay, so it should be something like this. Okay, coming to the training plan. So it's a 14-day classes, and 15-day we are going to have 2 mock tests where we are going to have, okay, 2 mock tests on the last 2 days, and rest all days we are going to have live sessions with a lot of hands-on assignments. Okay, so this is the high level plan. Coming to the, okay, let me explain what are the different topics that we are going to cover as part of this. So let me open this quickly. Okay, it's opening now. Sorry, apologies, it's not opening. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is our detailed course content that is documented. Okay, let me maximize this. So as part of this certification, these are the different topics or services that we are going to cover. Okay, so we have identity access management, EC2, elastic load balancer, auto scaling, simple storage service, elastic beanstalk. So a lot of content actually, and these are the detailed, okay, detailed topics within that particular high level topics. Okay, so all these things are required, okay, to be learned. They are like not so difficult. Once I explain and give a practical related to the practical scenarios, you'll feel very confident about it. Okay, so these are the things that are going to be covered, and everything is going to be very practically explained. And the main difference between other means other certification trainings and this one will be the mock test. Okay, so the mock test is going to simulate the live test that you're going to take in your certification exam. And after the test, I'm going to go through all the questions and I'm going to explain why we have chosen a particular answer, okay, with an explanation of each of the options that are distractors. Okay, like I've explained here. Okay, I'm going to explain what is the reason something is the right answer and what are the reasons why others are like distractors or why something is not relevant. As you can see, there are three variations here. One is a correct answer, two distractors which are trying to distract us from the right answer, and there is one, okay, irrelevant answer, okay, which is not related to the uh, question at all. So we are going to learn the skills of segregating the distractors and segregating the irrelevant answers and trying to find the correct answer. So they always try to trick you during the test. So we are going to learn those techniques, okay? And those two mock tests that I'm going to conduct, they're going to help us be confident with your, okay, be confident with your exam, okay? So with that, actually, okay, we are done with the webinar. If any questions, feel free to reach out to myself via Telegram or to Mr. Lakshmi Nune. We are happy to help you. Okay. Uh, yeah. So to anything else? This information Mr. Lakshmi Nune will share with all of you, like what are the, okay, what is the schedule, what are the costs, and what is the detailed topics, and along with the webinar link will be shared by Mr. Lakshmi Nune. Feel free to join our Telegram group where we have around, okay, let me share our Telegram group quickly, where we have around 300 plus students who finished their trainings and they are already successful in their jobs. Like some people have cracked the job. So we have our hands-on DevOps training. Okay, so here you can ask questions. Okay, feel free to reach out to us so that we can share this link with you and you can be part of this particular awesome group where we have so many developers who are happy to help actually. Okay, with that I'm stopping here and see you in the training session. Okay, all the best and see you there. Okay, and have a nice happy new year. Thank you so much everyone.